started Save a Dog after I lost my dog Sava to a tragic car accident, and I started volunteering at local rescues and realized quickly that if a dog's not perfect, they're not going to be adopted. So I started asking if I could bring the dogs home, turn them around, get them rehomed, and we did this as a family. That went so well, I'm going to start my own rescue, and it grew really quickly. There's so many dogs out there that are not adoptable right away. They will be, but when they go through trauma or they've been on a chain their whole life, you don't know how to just go in a house and be a family dog.
For most people, dogs are like family. They are family. They live with us, they sleep with us, they eat with us. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. And some of the dogs that we get in are neglected, abused, even malnourished. So that's where we step in. At Save a Dog, we're a unique rescue. We take dogs that other shelters just don't have any other place for. We're the premier dog rescue in Oregon, and we take on cases that other rescues just wouldn't take.
We've had a really high success rate, but it's not an overnight process. We have about 5 dogs that are not rehomable. I don't want to put them down. I don't feel that's right. Once we rescue a dog, it doesn't stop there. If they're not adoptable, what are our options? They deserve to be alive, and they deserve a good life. And so there's only so many I can do that for. Basically, we're the rescue's rescue. A lot of them are boarded here because they still have special needs and they're safe here and they love it here. People will drive all the way from Seattle for us to board their dogs. My goal is to create a home-like environment for all the dogs. I want them to have an actual home. So I don't want them to feel nobody wants them or they have no life or they're just in the system. I want them to feel like they're home and they have a family that loves them.
We're committed to giving them good lives, and that involves more than just kennel work. We try to do things like this, training them in puzzles. They gotta have a life besides the kennel, so a lot of exercise. We try to have a family setting as much as possible, and we love them and are committed to them, and I'm proud of that.
These dogs that we have, they have like things that have been drilled into their brain. For example, a lot of dogs are intimidated by me because a lot of people that hurt these animals look like me, tall dudes, and so you'll see like the PTSD that comes from these dogs, and sometimes it's so extreme, make it seem like they can never be adopted out or that they're horrible dogs and they need to be euthanized, which really isn't the case. And that's a big part of Save a Dog, is we have those forever dogs that we hold on to no matter what condition they come in.
While they're here, we consider them a part of the Save a Dog family to grow and be rehabilitated. But the goal is to find a family and a home that can be theirs forever.
I knew about Save a Dog in town. We had a dog that was in trouble at a shelter I volunteer at. And then Mandy, even though she didn't have a lot of space, said maybe you should take this dog. And that dog was adopted about 4 months later. So that's the dog that was in trouble that Mandy saved right in front of me. That's why we stick with her in our mission. It's a great thing.
I come usually twice a week, and I mostly just hang out with dogs. I play with them, and I walk them, and I brush them, and teach them how to be around people. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. There's never enough time to get it all done.
To spend with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Easily 7-hour shifts, being outside and getting things ready to help create a safer and more structured environment for the dogs.
It's a daily routine of getting here and feeding them, getting them out, give them a little yard time, walk them. It's usually 3 or 4 at a time, and so it's basically an ongoing cycle. It's tiring, but it's fun too, especially at these quieter moments. It's certainly worth it, knowing all your stories.
One of these forever dogs is a really large white pit bull. Her name's Gemma. Gemma's my best friend. She makes the funniest little noises, and unfortunately she does have that PTSD where she is afraid of tall people. She doesn't really have anybody. She's not always the kindest to all people because she's been hurt before. So I'm like her only friend. Like, if I didn't have people, I would pick her to be like my lifelong friend.
We're always training. Training is an ongoing learning process. And while they're here, they're getting hands-on training and rehabilitation. And we use that as a stepping stone into their forever home where the training and love and compassion will continue.
In most states, there's very few sanctuaries because it costs a lot of money to run them. Now I'm in a position where we have the property, a beautiful space, and I have a vision. Keep going forward and keep working hard and collaborating. So we need help. I cannot do it alone.
This has been physically and mentally the best experience of my life. It's just been wonderful. I love the people. I love the animals. They're all special.
We do what we can. We always need more volunteers to do any task. There's a lot of things to do here.
The laundry, working with the little dogs, whatever you feel comfortable doing. This is a great way to spend your time, and we can sure use that help. Donations are always welcome here.
We raise money for vet bills and to buy food, toys, and accessories for the dogs. Heaters, air conditioners, like whatever it takes to keep the dogs healthy, warm. I take all cans and bottles from anyone around town. I separate them and then I'll take them in and put them in myself because all the money goes to the dogs. And that's what it's all about.
Mandy's done a fabulous job. Pulling this place together is just amazing to me. So come on over, check it out. It'll change your life.
Dogs need just as much love and affection as any member of the family, and while they're here at Save a Dog, we're committed to fostering that and keeping it growing and giving them as much love and affection as we can.